You know, it's important for us to understand this for two reasons. Number one, many persons in our generation don't really understand the burdens and the weight of the callings of God. And you see, because we have a cheaper platform, as it were, platforms can be created overnight in our generation because of the evolution in media. And so many persons see ministry and service to God as an escape route from poverty, an escape route from poverty, an escape route from obscurity, and a cheap way to influence. In fact, today, you don't need to speak for God. So long as you have a platform on Facebook or on YouTube or on TikTok, just come and become controversial. Controversy in itself has a way of blowing things out of proportion. Because people love negative news. If you create a platform today and you stand up and you just start attacking church or attacking pastors, you'll become popular. Because people want to see the church go down. The world wants to see pastors go down. If you get a page today and you start attacking government, attacking leaders, you'll become popular. So propaganda is a shortcut to cheap popularity. And platforms are very cheap. In the days of our fathers, when there was no media, if you pack out a stadium, it's because there is power on your life. And not just power, but many dimensions of power. Number one, there must be miracle working power. Because if you can't raise cripples, you can't attempt a stadium. In the days of the fathers, the ticket for stadium is cripples must stand up from wheelchair and people will see it visible. Number two, there must be enough anakazo in your word. Anakazo, the compelling power that when men hear you, the force pulls them in the direction of God. That anakazo is what will draw the city to you. And you know that kind of power is invested on the lives of those who stay in the presence. Because the presence of God is what descends on the hearts of men and becomes a sting in their soul. Before you do that, you must have labored over souls in love. So much love that people will know you love them. Not just talking, you would have paid the price of sacrifice and love so that people are convinced that you love them before they go out of their way to serve. You know, it was those days that pastors will go trek to look for a member who didn't come to church. And they will sit with the person and find out, why didn't you come? Is anything wrong? And they will counsel with the person and pray with the person. Those were the days when if somebody's child is sick, pastor will go there, they will pray until that child is healed. If that child is not healed, the person will look for the next place. So pastor will have to labor with that person for that healing to come. So love was liquid. But you see this media era, anybody can just create a platform and start talking anything he wants. And so we don't really know and appreciate what it takes to be a minister of God. The second reason why it's important to have this teaching, apart from the fact that this teaching will help us understand who a minister is and the responsibilities of a minister. Because it's all about responsibilities. The second thing that motivated this teaching is to help us understand the honor, the benefits, and the glories that God has ascribed to ministers. In fact, it's because of the blessedness of service in the house of God that in the New Testament, every believer is a minister of God. There are a few that God selects to function in the fivefold, but everyone who is born again is a minister of reconciliation. And so it's important for us to let us know the role of a minister, so that even those who are not in the fivefold ministry of the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the pastors and teachers, but who are believers saddled with the responsibility of reconciling the world to God, will understand what God expects of them. Because if you don't know that you are a minister of God, even at that level of a believer who reconciles the world to God, you can afford to live carelessly. And many Christians are living carelessly because they don't know that the moment they got born again, they became ministers of reconciliation.
And the word of God came with power to men, and men received it. We believe that you are blessed via this video. Please, if you are blessed, just do so by subscribing to this channel and click on the notification bell to get daily uploads. Please comment, share this video so that others too will be blessed. Thank you.